What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at probing the turn. So let's get started. Hmm. Jack should be pretty good for him. And then I don't think we get to probe on high card, do we? But I
Flush
think
card, the
think
flush
we
card, good for us.
yeah, for sure. And then we
Yeah.
have a bunch of blushes, right? So I guess we can try. Let's give it a try. What size? Let's go 33%. Ah, not a thing. Ah, what is it? Yeah, it was like a high card, right? So you just check. Yeah, makes sense. Let's have a look quickly. Oh my, great, just great. And then not the ace of spades, right? Oh yeah, the ace of spades a ton. Just okay.
Hey guys,
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Uh,
what are we doing? What's on the agenda?
Turn throws.
Okay.
is there any specific depth?
So
40 BBs?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's only 48 this time. So okay, so high cards you don't really get to probe on unless it's a spade. Spade are those that you probe a little bit more on, but it's not really a thing. But on low card, you would do it a bunch, a bunch of different sizings. So check on the jack, but we could do it plenty. So now I guess we just call, then we check fold. Or do we bluff? Ah, King River, we don't really get to. But I think we could consider bluffing with the ace, but on the king, I don't know. What is it doing the rest of the time? Ah, just calling, really calling. Calling seems insane here.
Does it bluff on another river, the ace of spades?
I would think so. I would
Yeah.
consider it at least. No. Let's put another one like the nine. Nine of hearts. I think we're gonna get to do it quite a lot. Ace eight. Yeah, look, you could do it.
Yeah.
But it's not really a thing. It's like a low frequency thing. But it's a thing. I'll do it to Frank after we go check, 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 check. So, okay. Oh, this must be a good spot for a lead because got shot, right? It's a gut shot. And then he would never check back. I think the number one thing here is this guy never ever checks a nine here. He would bet every one of his nines for protection and value. And he would probably size up here all as well, on these kind of textures. I think he only has big bets here, right? Um, so
Plus, it doesn't open offsuit nines.
no, it does not.
Yeah. So it's less nines.
So every bit of equity, I'm guessing we get to do it at some frequency. At the nine pairing, I guess I'm torn
Can we
that
go big?
which one you want to try, Mike?
Can we go like 125? Can we go big?
Maybe, but I'm not familiar. I haven't seen much purple yet. I would be like more like this. It's either small. Oh, yeah, Mike, you were right. How did you figure
Yeah,
that out?
I'm
Nice.
cheating a little bit because I did study this like 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a look.
Oh, okay. At this, okay.
Yeah, it was around 50. It was around 50 big blinds.
I would guess that we're gonna be probing a lot of gut shots here.
Yeah.
Hmm?
The ten is good for us as well, I think.
I
It's
don't
very good.
think it's good for him. Is it not? I think what
But
we,
we're defending all our offsuit tens from UTG1. I don't think he's opening all of them. He's not opening 10-9 offsuit, is he?
I don't understand, Mike. This is under the gun one versus big blind, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is he
so,
opening offsuit 10-9? That's what I'm saying. But we're defending 10-9 offsuit.
yeah. So your guess is the ten would be in favor of the big blind.
I
So
think so. Not
do
not
you
I
think
could
we
be
could,
wrong, obviously.
do you think we could overbet?
I don't think we overbet on this.
No. Oh no.
What do you say, Sam? We don't
I
overbet?
don't think we overbet on this. I
I mean,
I think we bet small.
I'm with you. I wouldn't. It feels like whenever like the 10 gets counterfeit, like maybe let's give it like a 55. Not a thing. What is it doing? Checking or
Checking or
going
betting
small?
small.
Yeah, so you have the right size. Um, I'm guessing anything below the 10 is good for us. That the 10 was not really good for us,
Okay.
but you looked at the spot before, so.
Not that particular spot in particular, but
See, this is exactly what I had in mind, Mike. Exactly this.
yeah.
I card, good for him. 10, good for him. Anything 9 or below, great for us.
Okay.
But now we see a lot of purple, right? So purple would be on a 7 pairing, okay? A deuce pairing, a 5 pairing. So if the board pairs, okay. Seems like we throw got shot a lot. Seems like if the board pair on 9 high or lower versus EP, uh, we can overbet 125% on the turn. All right. Do you call with pair like this on mono boards? I'd say no, but let's give it a
I think we can.
call.
I think we can bet, but I think we need to go small. Oh, but does it achieve anything? What does small do?
But we get value from a single spade. Plus, he never really has anything strong when he checks back the flop. Very cap range. I'd
Yeah.
say we can value. Maybe very small because of the nature of the board. Ah, very thin. Very, very thin. I would do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's not good. I would check maybe. Ah, gotta check here. Need to do it again. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Marcus.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so bet one, raise to 7. If it's population, I'm always folding. If it's Frank, I'm always calling. If it's Frank, I'm always calling and losing. Maybe I should fold to Frank. But I don't want to. I'm calling. Oh my god, really? So
Frank had queens.
definitely Frank would get me like this. Definitely. But the thing is, I don't want to fold. And then, how often is he checking back that flop? The little scammer here. I mean, with the queen of spade, he can bet call the raise. What is he doing? How often is he supposed to check? Yeah, low frequency check. Okay. I see, I see. He's trying to get us to spew hard. I see. Now, on a deuce, I feel like every pair we could probably do it at some frequency, right? So like
Uh,
the the textures we probe on, it's gonna be like 9 high or lower, unpaired textures.
uh, yeah, that sounds.
And then my question here is, would we probe with every pair, like 7, 8, 9? This is very connected though, right? So maybe we need a little, what? Danny's here. Jesus. Maybe we need a little, like less connectivity. But
I
personally,
think
I'm all
I
about
think we need a diamond.
a diamond. Interesting. Alright. Okay, so let's venture into betting. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can bet bigger though. You could bet a little 33% here sometimes. Hmm. So if it runs low, I feel like we're gonna continue the mess. So let's flick in a few more chips. No, no, not with the deuce, with the ace here. So by the way, if you have a spot like this and you have an ace in your hand and you're on the river, like the ace is usually very good, right? When you want to bluff catch, because the opponent is going to showdown with his best aces, right? Because he doesn't need to bet it. You're blocking the showdown hands, which means you unblock the bluffs. I'm just checking here. So you like what I'm trying to say is if you're trying to hero call on the river and you have an ace in your hand with a pair, usually that's fantastic.
Louis,
Yeah.
see your first heuristic. I thought paired textures were better for the big blind, so should we not be probing more on a paired low board?
On the flop, yes.
All right, okay. So it's on the flop.
On the flop, like 6, 6, 7, you can consider dunking. I think it's gonna be pretty good, right? But like if it's 6, 6, 7, and then the turn comes the 8, I think it's also gonna be pretty good. Where I'm just trying to like clear out like when it's like 9, 9, 8, and then I think it's those kind of textures are gonna be more frequent as well. Anyhow, the ace comes. I think the ace is one of the worst cards for us. So I guess what we can add here is anything above at 10 is very bad for our probe strategy. All right, so ace here, never probing. 10 above, never probing. If he checks back again, I'm kind of tempted to throw in a little small bet here, but maybe that's not reasonable. Although he should be calling with some worse hands. Maybe a 1 wouldn't be too bad, right? Give it a try. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely you got a probe here. Ah, flop. Okay, makes sense. He raises. Oh my goodness. Well, it's fine. I mean, is the machine gonna want us to call? I suppose so, but I don't think we beat under the gun when he raised the river on this texture. I mean, I'm gone. I knew you wouldn't fold here, but I knew I would never win as well. So, I mean, you can do what you want here. Still wanna play solver perfect, king call, but you're never gonna win against a river raise here, right? Yeah, or unless like what? He's bluffing? Is he ever bluffing? So queen is very bad. So I guess we could add up because it's never gonna happen, right? On texture, on the turn. Can we set that up? Yeah, I guess we can. Hmm. Wait. Let's go back here to the turn. Then right here. Okay. Deuce on the turn. We should be able to probe a ton. We don't have a pair. I forgot to investigate, but we could look. Oh, we have a very prominent probing strategy here. And then what I wanted to see is first, do we bet every deuce? We kind of do. Every 4. We kind of do. Every 5? Yes. Every 8? Definitely. So we can kind of add there that we're gonna probe. We probe our gut shots, right? But we're also gonna probe every pair in range at some frequency, right? Every pair. Uh, Queen 10 here. So I'm guessing we're only doing it with the spade, with the intention of bluffing the river when the spade comes in. That makes sense. Ah, makes sense. Huh? So spade comes in, you fire again. Is that gonna be a thing? So say, what is it doing? Like some 55 here. So let's say we go 55. And then has to be a non-high card, or would we do it on an ace of spades? I would venture to say no because the ace is really good for him, really bad for us. But ah, yeah, every spade. Okay, makes sense. King, we do it on a king. Yeah, that's literally what we're doing, right? We bluff the turn, so we can probe with high card of the flush draw with the intention of bluffing flush completing rivers. 55%, kind of big, right? Okay, yeah, got you. Okay, I think we get to probe a ton whenever the board pairs. If the board pairs, we overbet. Do we overbet with the queen 3 here? We have the upper dangler to the 2, but I don't think it's a big factor here. I would venture to say yes, we do, a little bit. would we do it with queen three? If we do it with queen three, we get a bunch of better queens to fold. We get some king eyes to fold. Maybe even ace high. A lot of merit in doing it. Can we do it so much that queen three gets to do it some? I'd venture to say yes. I mean, that's fun one. That's my kind of thing. Oh, not a thing here. Pure check. So, okay, so it must be the combo, right? Because it feels like the range is gonna light up on the deuce here.
Need something with equity.
Oh, you need equity, huh? So queen three, yeah, equity, like,
Spades.
yeah.
So
Okay,
would ace two do? So you've got an ace out, ace three or something like that. So you've got an overcard to the board.
yeah, so you can suck out on a nine or an eight, right? And then
Yeah,
you can bluff on a spade river. So those make sense.
yeah.
So a lot of over betting when the deuce pair, we have that figured out. Even 200% off. Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. And then what is king jack suited there? Just two overcards. Okay.
Hmm.
So flop pairs. Queen jack no spades. A little okay. So it's still a
Got
gut shot,
shot.
right? Yeah. Pair. Got shot. Okay. Any? Yes. Okay. Check on a deuce. Then, I'm so tempted to do it again, although I need equity. I need equity. Okay, I'm gonna write this down in big, I guess, because for me it's gonna be a problem. I bet for no one else it's gonna be a problem, right? But for me, definitely gonna be a problem. It's like, yeah, when you give candy to a child, you know, he wants more candy all the time. So like this here, now I know that we can do it. He's definitely tempted. No equity, we don't do it. Ah, we could do it, son. Where's the equity here? Three,
The
four,
seven.
six.
We're blocking straights,
Oh, you
potentially, I guess.
think like a little blocker would be enough?
Plus the overcard as well.
Hmm. Are we leading a lot of sevens here? We do. We do, but the six is not so clear. So could you say like we lead straight blockers, we probe turn with hands that block value? Not so clear.
Yeah, I think hands that block straights we can lead as well.
Okay, so let's put an asterisk on it. Maybe lead straight blockers on the turn. And then if we see it a couple of times, I guess it's not too crazy. And now just fold. Gut shot. Definitely leading our gut shots at 33% or outspot.
Overbet.
On a tree, the board didn't pair. So why would you overbet here? So far, most of the overbet we've seen were on board pairing.
You will see. It's we can value bet 9x for this sizing, so we should bluff it as well.
Ah, So 9, the top pair didn't get counterfeit. Okay, the 9 definitely want to do that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
My girlfriend is sending a hello to you, Louis.
Wonderful.
And told you and
Tackle
do you
got you.
carry me?
Right.
Do you take care of me?
Yeah. Okay, so so on a tree, okay, so here the 10 of diamond wouldn't be so bad, and then we actually probe a bunch on those high cards that we don't really do it on those other textures. But the oh, okay, so the one of the biggest probe would be an 8, a 6, a 5. We see the overbet starting on the 3 pairing, on a 4. The deuce pairing, great overbet. The 7 pairing, great overbet. The 9 pairing. So it's easy to find the overbets on the card pair. So straight completers, I guess. Alright. The 5, 6, 8. The 4 is 6, 6, 5. Yeah, 6, 5. Okay. So we can overbet the turn as well if a straight card comes. If a card completing a straight, we can consider overbetting, right? No equity here. Um, but we have double blockers, the flushes, we have a spade, and we can bluff spade rivers, we have a heart, and we can bluff heart rivers. That's good enough for me, right? Good enough for me. We can spew some chips. Right? He didn't see that. He's got, we got like bluffing opportunities. So
Do we go 83 or 55? Or is it a small bet?
why you wanna size up here?
We can make him fold better still. Will he still
Yeah,
call with an ace?
it
I
misses
guess,
his range.
you know what? This is a 4-liner, right?
Yeah.
Do we go big on 4-liners? I don't
No,
know.
generally not.
Okay, so it's gonna be 55 or 33.
Seems
Yeah.
correct. Close to range lead.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood what you said.
Yeah, small or medium seems good. It might be even a range lead spot.
Yeah, 83.
Ooh, even
55,
bigger.
yeah, 55.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here we are. The flush came in. This is it. Overbet. 150 or all in?
Yeah.
All in is
One
a
of the
bit
two. I
ambitious.
I
I
like
like
all in. Yeah.
I like both.
Yeah.
You like both, Mike, huh?
Yeah.
Feel like maybe all in is a bit ambitious, 3x spot, but I see some 19. I have some 19 in me. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh,
I have
wait.
19.
Oh, we check.
This guy keeps checking pocket queens to us, and I keep giving all my stats. You see a pattern here? Starting to see.
Yeah.
Okay,
By the
so
way, the previous
this
hand,
this
the previous hand,
7. I'm sorry.
the previous hand had even some overbets on the turn, with a 4, 7, some overcards and a 4
Yeah.
had overbets, and then there was like 50% bets with pairs.
Yeah. Here. Definitely a spot where we want to lead. So I would go 33 here. I feel like our hand is worth exactly too big. Yeah, seems good. I think we get called by plenty of hands, like pocket queen that he has again. Oh, let's value pocket queens, right? What size should we go for? My autopilot would go to 6 here without even thinking about it. What size would you go for here? Is this like a spot where you're like, okay, I want to bluff my diamonds, my ace of diamonds. So if I bluff my ace of diamond, I want to go big. And then when I have a hand like this, I want to go big. Or is this more of a spot like this is a 4-liner where the flush completed? So can't really go those super big sizes, right? Still have to be cautious on those 4-liners. I guess
Can we check?
we could, but I don't think this is the spot for it. Am I wrong, Mike?
I think this might be too thin to bet because exactly it's a 4-liner. It's a flush completing. He would call you. He might check on the flop. With backdoor diamonds. Call you the turn with the diamonds. I feel like this is too thin.
Okay. You guys want to check? I would go 6, but let's see. Yeah, never check.
Yeah.
Okay, my
You're
bad.
right.
It's also never 6, right? It's 3. So you can follow by pocket queen. Oh, 8-7 is fine. Okay.
I see why we bet because that's not in his range, and he'll call us with at least pocket aces with the ace of diamonds, and we're getting value from things like that. I'm guessing.
Could be a thing.
Does that? Oh, I don't know. That's I'm just thinking out loud.
The
Is
way
that
I
why we can still bet small?
the way I see it is really like we're gonna bet small on every run out because one, he's capped, and two, every run out that is gonna be under a 10, we're gonna have massive frequencies of leads on both turn and reverse. We're attacking a cap range on textures that favors the big line. I think that's what's going on.
Okay.
Like I feel like anything that comes that is not a 10 or higher is gonna be a high frequency bluff for us.
This one I like 200%.
Also, like consider like under the gun area population is probably betting too often, right? They probably just range C bet on the flop online because they play too much tables.
Yeah.
So like the solver is checking some pocket queens. You can probably expect population never to check if it's a really strong hand to you unless he knows that you're crazy and you studied probe turns. So anyway, I feel like this is a great spot to lead.
Yep.
So I guess we can add here we probe gut shot and open enders. right? And then can you
200?
let's try. Okay, that's a thing. Oh yeah, you can't check here. You even overbet. You even bet 80%. Yeah, open enders can be led. The 7 pairing. This is amazing. We block 8-7. It feels like we picked up equity on the turn. We're at the bottom of our range. We get better queens, better kings to fold. We get some ace size to fold. I'm torching a stack here, or at least a bunch of big blinds. So if I had a 7, what size would I go for? Would I go over bet? I mean, I wish I could get called with my 7, but I don't think it's gonna be reasonable to overbet when the 7 comes. I think like maybe the solver wants to do it, but don't see what calls us that takes this line. I would lean towards 10.
Yeah,
But I think
I
honestly,
like that.
the machine is probably just gonna like mindlessly overbet. But I feel like I don't know. My 7s, if I have a 7, they would want to get paid. I don't think we ever get paid at 19, but maybe in the solver world we do. Still 3 for 10. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Very nice. And then even lower, right? Because you're trying to get called by something here. That's the thing, right? Trying to get called
Now
by
on the turn there, if we bet full pot and he jams, we're calling it off.
that would be so sick, Andy. But yeah, open ender 6, 7, 8, 9 with an overcard and a flush draw. That would be a tough spot. I don't, especially against TP. I think if you
Yeah,
call there against population, Andy, you're gonna light your money on
torch.
fire. But maybe against the solver, it's something you need to do.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, he wasn't folding that one. The 5 pairing. This is a green light, right? Then we have the king of spades, right? So, which means we can bluff spade rivers. So, from what we've seen, there was a lot of overbetting. So, I would venture to say we can give it a shot. And that's a little bit of a thing. Let's go. Never check here. You're checking on a 5 pairing here. It's pretty weak. Also, I kind of have a default strategy of those, like, whenever like I have to like probe the turn, I usually just go small. Just use small size and starting to see here like that probably better to have a lot of overbetting here. Also makes it very tough.
Louis, I think we go small when it goes bet call and then the board turns a 5. I think we go small then.
Ah,
That's what I saw. That's
yeah,
what I saw last time.
yeah, it makes sense, right? All right. I don't think we need to probe the turn with ace high here. Even unless we had like the ace or the 10 of spades, right? Yeah, ace of spade would do it some. But the way I see it, like a worse ace would do it a lot more, right? Than the better aces. They just don't really need to do it, right? But the bad ones are an amazing spot. So check. Right. So a little bit of three. on this texture. This texture is great for us, right? But one thing that I think like you always need to think about, like this texture is amazing for the big blind, so we don't need to reach out to defend. We're gonna have so many natural pairs, so many natural hands. So we don't need to call with ace high, is my guess. Yeah. Kinda need to call a little bit with ace high, but losing EV against the solver, I mean, you're torching against pop. The eight doesn't complete any straight. Just gives us an open ender. Here it says we probe open enders. I'm good with that. We also have a spade, so we can bluff spade rivers. 55? Yeah. Yeah. 55, 85, and even 125. Look at that. Huh. Jack, terrible card. Alright. Terrible, terrible card. So we just check. Or do we? I'm out. I'm checking. Oh my God, what's going on here? So bet small, bet 60%. All sorts of things. On a jack river. Very surprising. I guess we get in. I guess after we probe turn and he calls, the high card, we can't see it. But my guess is that after we bet the turn and he calls, he has a little bit less jack. So maybe it would allows us to do it a little bit more. Okay. A tree, we have no equity. So on a tree pairing, we should be able to overbet a ton, but we don't have equity here. So number one rule is equity. I guess number one, probe turn with equity. Great. Great. I mean, I'm probably guilty of raising too much here. Is that a thing? Because in my mind, like, we could get better queens to fold. If we get anything to fold here, so we're making money. I would try. I don't know if it's good. I think we're heading towards the wall here. Brick wall. Yeah, brick wall. Yeah, yeah. This is a crazy maniac thing, huh? Well, what does he have? Did he call? Like, see, he's folding 23% of the time. I mean, I feel like I'm a genius. He folds quarter of the time. Guess I'm torching. A 7, it's really great. No equity. Ah. Okay, so probe turn, call. No, we check call. No, it's a weird no. Let's move on. The 4, complete. 5, 6. We have a pair.
Yeah.
So this is, it's gotta be, Marcus, it's gotta be an a probe, right?
Pro.
Yeah. So, what size? 33?
I think we go small.
It's small because of the nature of our hand. Like a pair of
Yeah.
eights here is worth just about 2 big blinds. Yeah, or even less.
Yeah.
Ah, what a wonderful outcome. Six, seven, eight, nine.
55, 83, something like
So
that,
open
maybe.
ender with this. You say 55 or 83? Why do you want to size up?
Completes a lot of our flushes as well. Completes a lot of our straights.
I mean, I'm with you. I would
Two pair,
actually
83. Yeah.
even bigger. Hmm. All right. Okay, we could if we had a spade in our hand, right?
Yeah, it's a check. Yeah.
Yeah, got that. Would we? Would we mind with a spade in our hand because we have like the best king? I would be tempted with the
With the
king.
spade,
I would be
I think we
tempted, but
can.
we got the best king, right? So maybe not with the best king, maybe sometimes with like the worst one.
Yeah. Yeah. King
Best
set. Yeah,
king
you're
is
right.
the
Oh,
best, although it's fine. Spade,
yeah.
the pattern is clear though. Like the worst kings are very old. This one is just like a straight card. Worst kings first, and then better kings last. Still a thing though.
Yeah, because we can get ace high to fold.
Yeah. Okay, so if there was a trolled on the turn and then we'd call, I would venture to say like, okay, so let's go back and okay, so actually I'm interested now. If we are in Solverland, right, and then the turn probes and then we have like the spade and then the spade is going like half pot and then he calls. So my theory here, okay, is that like he's folding his jacks here, right? Bunch of jacks are folding. So jack river, what was it here though? Did we have like okay, so non-flush completing jack. I feel like well, we need a jack that completes the flush for my C5. Yeah. So when
Oh,
the
you want to see if
flush
the king of
completing
spades
jack,
bluffs?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it should.
kind of sure. Now, if it's because my guess is that because the turn probe is called, those jack kicks are no longer a factor. We can still probe the river a lot because he's folding his jack kicks hand on the turn when we probe and he calls. So, and as we see here, it's a little bit of a thing. Would it be a thing on the ace of clubs? What do you guys say? I don't. It's we're against under the gun, right? So we have to be respectful. Yeah, very different strategy on the ace of club, and then I feel like the queen is probably played similarly as the jack, right? He's not calling the turn with queen X, so we can probably aggressively bluff him out. Yes. And then the king, is he floating with kings there? I don't think so. Can probably do this. Yeah, a little bit less, right? We see it less and less, but still, I think like if if the turn probe is called, high cards on the river are not so bad, but the aces. So jack wouldn't be a problem here. And then then
He's betting
so
pocket 10. He's betting pocket tens.
he is
That's what he
right.
has.
So
Yeah.
we're under a wrap a little bit because well, we're not, right? It goes check, 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 check. So we need to call. So we can probably call with some a5 here. Probably never need to call a king queen, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Pocket fives.
So open, this is kind of an open-ender, great card to lead on. We have a 7, so the 7 makes me want to bet 33%, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even 55. After he calls, can we do it again? I feel like we could, but he probably has pocket queens, right? Do we want to do it again against pocket queens? Say we check, the ball is in his park, he can value us, can hurt us, he can choose the sizes. And then if we block ourselves, we get off for cheap. Although it's kind of torching for all the times he has pocket kings and he's just checking back, right? Tough spot here on this river. I would venture to
Has
yeah. Like
has
yeah.
it ever have we ever blocked and just gone 1 in these spots?
Yes. I would
10%?
yeah. Yeah, but I don't think like we down 5 here. If we do like yeah, like we went 33 on the turn, right? So we can't really down 5.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I'm just guessing. I would guess still the same. Still the same.
Oh, perfect. Perfect size, Louis.
I didn't think about those pocket fives. I thought like under the gun it's just gonna like if he calls that river, I don't see what worse hands are calling that river in under the gun's range. But again, yeah, we probed the 30 call, so it has to be some sort of equity. What do we beat? Oh, pocket 6. So there are some pockets. And then, oh, even a 3, a deuce, he has to call with that. Okay, okay, okay. There's 5 hands we can get value from. And then, yeah, right. Those A5. Okay, so there's actually plenty of stuff, but I don't think we get called by. See, when I might have a little bit of a breakaway here because do people even play those small pairs from under the gun? I would, but are people doing that? I don't know. The real question here is, are you gonna get called by ace deuce sometimes by population or ace three? I would venture to say probably not. I think you have more chances to get called by like ace king married with his hand and he's just like toe six rather than a pair of 3 here. I feel like those calls, I'm not sure you get much of those from population, but it makes the spot easier to play for sure. Here. Definitely a spot where we want a lead turn, want a pro turn. We have equity,
Yeah.
have a pair,
Yep.
a 7 here. If we have third pair, I feel we go 33, but with second pair here, we can go 55. Think that's good? Sizing up because it's
Uh,
second pair, and then
yeah.
sizing down on third pair and lower.
Do you think we need to size up because there is a potential flush draw as well and more straight draws?
No,
No?
I would venture to say no, but like I wouldn't mind the flush draw against him if he's like the flush is gonna be good for us, not for him. So let's see. Ah, still majority small. Still like 55 is a big part of the strategy. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Here, open ender, flush card. Gotta be a lead. A lead of how much? Oh, wow. I can tell it's probably 55. So
I
if you
I
play a lot
I
of
think this is
poker
an
online, you know that it's
Mhm.
55 because you gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Do you guys think it could be 83% this spot?
Yeah, I
53.
I like sometimes an overbet here, but maybe
Yeah.
I'm too ambitious sometimes.
It's like I think straight could maybe do it. Some like combo draws maybe could do it. Kind of like
Oh, we do
83. I don't
have,
know why.
yeah, we do have the 9.
Yeah, and we have
So
direct overcards as well. It's just
yeah, we got the heart. So if a heart comes, we can
yeah.
bluff. Diamond.
Alright.
Uh,
What size? What size? What size?
overbet, overbet.
Okay.
I would say
And
55 or 83 would be. But I would much like to see 83, but I'm not sure.
mm, I think our
'Cause we-
all wanna overbet, right? And then we got some serious blockers, then serious bluff opportunity on the heart, and then plenty of equity. Let's try betting. Nah, not much of a thing. More like 55,
Hey!
82. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Like,
The 8 now. I don't think he would check back much 8. Uh, Heart River, we would do it.
Do we still need to bluff but at this card?
Thing is, like, when you're making a play, like, sometimes, like, you can justify it by, like, oh, I'm at the bottom of my range, I should fire. If you're with the big blind or really wide range, I don't think it's much of a thing here. I'm tempted to bluff, honestly, because in my
Yeah,
book, like,
me too.
he's never
Yeah.
checking back an 8, and we have the blocker, but
Yeah.
we had that plan. Like, the plan was to bluff on Heart Rivers. I don't know, man. Try it.
Mm.
Are you
White
part of,
check. Wow.
are you in the 1% or 0.1%? If that's you,
I
well,
think
good for you. Otherwise, check. Oh, okay. And 9. So flush complete. Gonna slow down the
that's
action a little
complete.
bit.
Check.
Marcus, we're here to probe the turn. Have you not been listening?
83%.
There you
I
go.
think we should go third.
You wanna go small though?
Yeah,
Why small? You haven't
because
seen it's going very wild here.
I don't know. It's flush complete. I don't know. Seems
but
to
we
me.
still need to protect that. Don't we still need to protect our 9?
Tough spot, right? Let's see. Let's
The
try
9
12.
blocks his flush draws that he checks back.
So, what does that change then?
I think at least. So he'll have fewer flushes on the 9 than on the queen, for example.
You would have more flushes. You mean like?
No,
Huh?
like he's checking back like 9, 10 of spades and stuff.
I
Oh,
would venture to say like 55, but I don't know here. I'm just kind of lost on this river, on this turn. Smaller. 33. Thor was right.
Three.
Flush complete. Kind of size
Ooh.
down a little bit. So I guess we could write that, right? So leading straight blockers, I don't know, right? Still a little bit of an asterisk. Probably good, but and then we said if the flush completes on the turn, it drives our sizes down a little bit. The 5, though, is a wonderful card. And this is something that I'm gonna try doing more often here, because my standard would be to go small here. And then today we learned that if you're gonna probe on a 5 pairing here, or a 7 or an 8, or any card pairing on the board, you gotta overbet. What?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
It made you look
Like
like a
the overbet is more like it's the 12.2.
Of course, here it's not overbetting, or very little, only 3%. It's only picking, it's going for 80% top.
Yeah, because I think you don't like what is calling you when you're overbetting after we checked back. Like,
I mean, I'm with you. I would want to get called if I had the 5, and then I feel like
yeah,
I'm not getting called if I overbet, but that's not what we've seen from the first few examples. But
yeah. No, you're right, Louis, because we did see a lot of overbetting when the board pairs. But is it because there's a straight there? But does that make a difference? I don't know.
Yeah, it might be because it's more connected.
I think it has to do with the same pattern here, right? If a flush or a straight completes on the turn, maybe our sizes are driven down a little bit.
Yeah, because this board has how many straights on it? 2 straights. The 6-9 and the 6-4. Not to say he's got it, not to say UTG has it, but it's because there's the potential, I guess.
I didn't see the hands before, but I would guess you just don't bet like 80% of your range on the other boards. Because here you have a lot of hands you can bet as a bluff and value.
The dude
So
pairing,
let's say this one
yeah,
is different.
this one is a party, Bob. What do you think we're doing, Bob?
I mean, we don't have too many 2x, but that board we could overbet, I would guess.
So whenever the yeah, definitely. And then the reason why we want to do it is the spade, because we are gonna bluff a spade river. Let's do it. Of course, not.
Maybe the deuce is not good. Just we don't have enough
From what we've
2x.
seen before,
I feel like king high on this board is too strong. To just like turn it
king,
into a bluff.
it's
Okay, so
versus
overbetting
under
is
the
good.
gun.
Yeah.
It's versus under the gun range. I don't think you have a lot of showdown equity, like, and it's just in
I think
the
Pyrus
board,
is
but
right here. Pyrus is right. You're doing it with stuff, with the worst ones, and then this one isn't going for it.
Okay, and
The
Still,
best
if
king.
and
And
if you
still nice.
compare this with
200%.
if you compare this with the other board, here we check 48%, and on the other board we only check like 20 or 25%. So we are betting a lot more hands
so
because it's more connected, and that might also drive down the bet sizing.
Yeah, that's logical.
I can't wait to play next time. 7-3-2-2, ace of ace a7, 200%.
yeah, that's way too much. Like,
That's nice. I like it.
Max Bro is gonna love it.
oh, like you're folding out. Like, if you like the players against you are not gonna play GTO. They're just gonna fold
if he's
everything.
folding,
Like,
yeah, but if he's folding king queen, holding 2 light cards, and
yeah,
given
but you
how
can
those
do it for
rivers
less.
run, given how the rivers run, I think
Yeah,
it's
but
I think
85% does the job.
I think we can even fold our ace king when we go 200.
85% does the job.
So this board should have no overbetting, right?
No, this should have some because
I
it
don't
thinks
Yeah,
think
but
so.
after what we've seen, like let's, and we don't have a diamond as well, so you can even
No,
Oh,
actually
this
we do.
hand.
you have showdown, man. Like
Yeah, this hand
Yeah.
should check. I'm just saying our range. I
you
think
have tons
we are
of
not
showdown.
overbetting too much here.
Ace queen,
Are we
like
not,
check
Bob? Are
call.
we not?
Of course, no, yeah, not much.
Because of the connectivity. So
Yeah, yeah, not. I don't see much overbet.
it's a bit of a thing, right? This is a spot
Yeah,
where we
so
bet more often. We bet the six
yeah,
is
so what?
great for us, but we're
You
gonna bet
can.
it more often.
Yeah, so what you wrote is correct. It's like if there is straight on the board and the the board pairs as well.
Hmm?
So we don't have overbets really.
Okay, are we gonna think this spot we can naturally
How
defend?
much?
Probably have to
Yeah,
call with the queen, right? Once
yeah,
and then fold the river.
yeah.
No,
Oh wow.
machine wants to call the river. Well, I don't know about that.
Mhm. Do you block? Like
Okay, so I think we get to size down when the flush comes in, right? And then we get to bet a little bit more often. So probably one of those two sizings,
I
right?
think third of 55.
Last time you were right. Let's see if this time
Yes,
you are as
but
well.
now I think 55 as well.
Small sizes in general.
Yeah.
55 would be good, but
The third is because the flush complete, and the 55 is because like I think now check call, man.
I think the
I don't know.
55 is because we have the flush.
Yeah, I think 55 is because the board has a straight on it, so like it's more connected than the last one.
How did it's down here?
So if we say it's not the ace of spades, sorry, the eight of spades, and it was like a three of spades, can we go bigger?
I would venture to say no. I think any flush
Okay.
card is similar.
I would go check, I think, but I don't think that's the machine play.
I would
Maybe
always block here.
Can we go one big blind block?
One big blind seems too small. I would
I kind of like
to
one.
get some value. I'm torn between 6 and 3. 6 being not really a block anymore, right? Just a value bet, and then this is a block. Let's go block. The 210? No, it's the value bet. We got a value bet.
What are you doing there? You
6.
oh you bet
Value bet. Yeah.
half pot. Okay, a little bit more than half pot. Interesting.
Straight came in, flush came in. Yes, 80%. Yes, sir.
A couple of your heuristics are contradicting. Your fifth one down about the straight completing, and your fifth one you're saying we overbet, and your last one you're saying we size down for the straight. Fifth one there, yeah, and the bottom one. You're saying we overbet, and down below you're saying we size down.
Mm,
Okay, I get it. So I think
Yeah.
it's still good to overbet if a naked straight card comes, but here
Yeah,
it's on flush boards.
Flash.
Yeah.
on the flush board. Okay, yeah.
I think
So
half pot is
Okay.
machine size.
so instead of maybe, we're
Because
gonna
also
if flush plus a straight card, because we've seen that a bunch of times. If it's a
Yeah.
flush and a
Okay.
straight card, we go down. If it's a
Yeah.
naked straight card, we can consider overbetting. That would make both
Yeah.
statements better.
Perfect.
Question for this one, was it also paired boards? Because the other ones were just where the turn paired the board.
If the board pairs, usually we're gonna be over betting, and
Yeah,
then
but this is
you're
not good.
right. I think, Bob, if the flush plus a straight card comes, or the board pairs to size down, and then it's more like rangy 85%, right? That's what we've seen. It's instead of going over bet, it's going 85, right? And then
I
it's
think
betting
not
70% of range. Let's say 60% plus, be precise. Okay. So now, let's go 85. Ah, of course, not a thing.
55,
55.
half pot with the.
So,
Yeah, you don't have spade, and it's like, and you have second pair, and it's also flush. When flush comes, it's like we don't
okay.
really go that large, right?
Actually, it's a good point. Do you think we would go 85 if we had the seven of spades? I would venture.
No, I don't think so as well. But I think because flush comes, if the eight was like not spade, no flush, only flush draw, you could go like 85. You can small overbet.
7-6 off with a spade isn't
No,
okay, so
no.
it's just going small with range here. Look at that.
Very few, very few
Probing,
overbet.
probing range. Okay, so probe range small. So if you're gonna probe with range, it has to be very small.
I think check let him bluff.
I think probing range here is just good because this board is a nightmare for under the gun one. And he will fold so many hands against a small bet. The 8, the
Check.
6, the 5, and the 3 is good for us.
You have value here, but I don't like. It's pretty thin. It's like a 5 or 3. And that's it, probably. I don't know if he's gonna like ace size, not really gonna call too much.
I personally check here.
So if,
Just
look at that, if the turn is amazing for big blind and it has two of the above things, we can probe range on the turn using 33%. So, yeah, that's that.
sounds good.
Now.
I don't see a value bet here.
No, you can value bet. You can go
Against ace high?
The thing
3 or
is,
5 or ace side.
yeah,
But the
let's do
jack
it.
is not.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh,
I want to check here.
no, it's one.
Oh,
Never
bet
check.
one.
Bet
Bet
one.
one. Okay, bet one. It's not a check, bet one.
Bet one for the ace size.
The
Yes, sir.
9, pretty good. The flush, okay. Can we do range lead on this turn?
Yeah.
8-6
Yes.
completed, the flush completed.
Yeah,
We got
it's
2 factors, and then we have.
for
Can we
sure.
range lead? Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, really? So it's smaller. Yeah. It's 1.2.
So
Okay, it's
Almost.
the
range
33%
probing.
is fine. It's just a hand we
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, we just,
Yeah,
it
80%
mixes
range.
with sizings with everything, just not bad, guys. Whatever. Range probe the turn. Let's go back, fix our sizing. And then the 9 is amazing. If it was,
One.
yeah, no, let's say just small.
What is calling you? Ace high?
Ace
Oh my god.
high, is he calling king high? I don't think so. No, it's literally just ace high that we value bet again. Oh, I guess that's why pocket deuce is going so small and the other hands can size up because pocket deuce only beats ace high, right? It's
Yeah,
smashed
on
by
the turn.
everything else. So you want to get called by ace high because that's why, okay, so it makes sense. That's why deuce specifically is using this size. The six pair, flush didn't complete, the straight didn't complete. It's gonna be an overbet. Am I wrong?
We still
No,
have
no.
a lot of
Oh,
hands here that we can bluff, so
no.
I
The
would
problem
go with
is
the 83.
that
Is the straight
yeah,
on the flop? We had similar situation
yeah,
before.
straight is possible, so no overbetting at all. I
Yeah,
guess we just go
yeah,
83.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Too much.
Yeah,
75.
or 55 actually, even smaller. Okay, so now the flush. So I feel like the down bet here. No, no, no. We have
Much.
value still. He's calling with pocket seven, ace five, ace deuce, ace five. Got a value here. Is he calling 7.5 with the hands I said though? Hmm. Yes, he has to. He's forced. He's a
Yeah.
machine. He doesn't think we're gonna
Yeah,
force him.
not a machine, man. Like, if you're gonna take value on this, like people are gonna go to white because no one really is taking value with 9-10 there for that much.
I agree.
Like
So down
it's
bet, I
very,
guess. Down bet a little
but I
bit.
think it's good exploitive play,
Yeah, maybe, right?
especially yeah, especially versus low stakes, only like bad players. Four liner, I don't know what you do on four liner.
This is like, pretty
Oh,
good. Think we are gonna,
You can bet range like overall,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
sorry,
you wanna go
Louis,
range,
I
right?
was muted.
Yes,
Yeah, so if you go range, you probably go smaller.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we check from the last hand just if betting bigger is something like 85% is good with the range on that one? Just on the turn. Just to make sure that we were right.
Overbet, all the six,
Nice.
plenty
Nice.
of overbetting. And then not so rangy.
Well, that's the last one. Can we see in this, like, are we betting range really on the turn?
I think
Yeah,
so.
Are you betting with king queen as well, like king jack? Just
with the,
random hands.
yeah, with the spade
King
in your
deuce.
hand, especially those
Oh,
with the spade.
okay. King deuce.
But
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
say no spade, you bet small. With spade, you bet big. Let's see how
Okay.
that holds. So first off,
That's-
we let the turn he called, and then on this river, you
No,
want to get value.
no, that's too much. I think
No.
you
Hmm.
Ah, you're
after
right. No, you're right.
after.
That's too much. I'm too greedy.
Yeah. So you target basically the single pair hands, like ace five, ace seven, king seven, king eight, king 10 maybe. So single pair hands probably gonna call. Okay. If he has like a four, so be it, but don't really target it. right? Like I think most of opponents' calls are gonna come from single pair.
So 10-8, you wanna bet small.
Yeah, with the nines, you sometimes overbet and sometimes go small.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the size that you choose, yeah, it's like the size that you choose, the ends that are calling, they're gonna call more. But the ends that like it's if you understand, like I think that's the
To be fair, I love to see this range here. It's easy to read, right? It's actually just straight, go for the overbet, or absolute trash. King deuce suited, queen deuce suited,
look, yeah,
jack
three
deuce
deuce.
suited, nine deuce. Okay, nine deuce is straight again. Four deuce is also straight, and three deuce suited.
Three deuces. It's weird. That, like, yeah, ace deuce also does it.
Very polar, nice range.
Yeah. And you're taking value there with ace 10, for example. It's just like this.
The two pair. 10-8 completed. 5-4 completed. So plenty of straights came in. Also, our backdoor naked spade on a bluff. Straight
I
card came
think
in.
at least 83, I think.
I don't think so. I think it's 55 or 33.
Wow.
I
Really?
feel like you size
I
down
think that too.
with two pair when you have two pair. Am I wrong? Because we blocked too much.
Yeah, I think so.
So 55 or 33.
I would go 55.
I want to go 83.
It's
No,
30.
It's 33.
No, it's 33.
Don't go
Yeah.
this small.
So from what we've seen, two pair, you have like you're blocking so much. It's almost always orange or what color is this? Like, what do you guys say this color is? I don't know. Between orange and red.
85, man.
85 is too much here, especially with
Yeah,
the stuff
target
completed.
the ace, man.
Yeah, targeting ace is not bad actually in this
Target the
situation.
ace.
Okay,
Yeah, nice.
you can have it.
Oh, you called with 7-8. Bet more.
It was the manga.
Yeah.
Now. The three pairing is an amazing card. We have the heart, so definitely we have equity.
Yeah,
Uh,
over.
so yeah, let's dump it on him.
Yeah.
That
Ooh,
Boom,
might be
boom.
good actually. Yeah.
ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh, baby.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Here we are. We have a seven.
Bananas.
Great.
There, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 5, 7. This is GG. Thank you.
All you can eat, for sure.
Thank you for playing. We block pocket queens there. We're good.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wow, it's a check or what is it?
The check, but I mean, it's
Yeah,
we're
it's a
just
Check.
check.
poker here,
What
right?
is it? It's a check?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pure
it's a
check.
check.
What the fuck?
We tried on the turn. It was enough. We tried
It's such
twice
a good
now
bluff,
with,
man.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if you win
right,
by the
right,
turn, I
right.
mean it makes sense,
Yeah, he
Well,
called
see,
I
see
think
called
it
this.
an
has to do.
overbet. Called overbet on turn.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
That's the
problem. His
thing.
range, is tight, very tight.
So,
What
I
are the
mean, we are
Oh, we
going all
jamming an
in.
8? We're gonna jam an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. I'm for sure not doing that.
Why not? 10-8. Stick it in. Bro,
Like, yeah.
he's never checking back with an 8, right? He's never checking back with pocket queens, right? So like, I think like
Oh.
jamming your 8 against population here is pretty good.
Yeah, but what are they gonna call with, man?
They're not gonna, well,
They're not
Actually,
gonna call. You're right.
well, no, I think actually we've seen it a couple of times. He has to call with ace-4. He has to call with ace-6. He has to call with like king, worst 8x, right? I think that's what's going on here.
You're right.
Like you see, like ace-4, your call. Ace-6,
Yeah.
king-6. Then the worst 8 in you. And then some sixes, and then those pocket pairs that I don't know, man. I don't think about pocket. Oh yeah, pocket 6, no, but pocket 5s, right? Then pocket.
Yeah.
But he has to call with those.
Uh,
And then if it's
Ace
the
king.
manga, you're gonna get looked up by his king, right? So
yeah.
this stick,
Yeah.
maybe with hearts in our hand, we will. I feel like ace size, no equity, no equity, right?
We have gut
Small.
shot.
Go
Hmm.
small.
Who said we had a gut shot?
Yeah. Well,
I did.
man. Are you not like? Are you blind?
I guess I am right now. We have a gut shot and ace
Mm,
five.
that's not good. Cause like we're blocking ace size.
Just check.
All you can
Yeah,
do.
checking is fine here.
All you can do. Man, he has ace 10. Just get him out of a chop.
So here we block so much, I feel like we can't really go past 33.
Yeah.
We could, but. And now I wanna go 6 or
I'm all in.
that's way too much. 4x spot, way too much. Gotta go 6. You know,
Go
the nature of our
big.
hand, maybe it's 3, but I'd say
Go big. Big.
3.
What
Like
would
a
you
bet.
bet with 9x here?
Who's betting 3.5,
When you
man?
just have a 9, not a set. And that's
Yeah, you wanna
oftentimes a
block.
pretty good rule.
Yeah, Bob is right. Like, if you have a 9, you don't wanna blast it away. You know, if you have like a 5, no, you have a bunch of your range that just wanna block. So it makes sense.
What is most used on the turn? Size. Uh, 55. Okay. Thank you.
A deuce. So from what we've seen, I don't think we were all too
Check.
aggressive on deuce 6, right? We were, but
Or maybe 20% or check, I think.
I think we bet with all the pairs on these types of boards.
Maybe third. You go small
So
or
I
check.
feel like third it could be
Oh, you know,
fine.
yeah, third, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree
third's
with
good.
betting all the pairs. But
Third or
I'm trying to figure out
20%.
the size here. It's probably just small.
We actually
Yeah.
four deuce is too weak, but like the four deuce queen
Yeah.
maybe a check. But I feel like pairs can be bet always. I think so.
It was my
Yeah.
impression that we would bet every bit of pairs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's a thing.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
Third or 20%
We
or
could
check.
check as well.
No check. Easy check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that.
The
83.
7 is amazing. The straight is already in there, so we have 2 elements. So this is probably a great spot to range with it, but we don't have equity. No
Half pot.
equity. No, it's small or check.
So,
Yeah,
I
we
would say
don't
it's
have
check.
equity. I
Yeah.
broke the rule number 1.
Yeah, so what are we doing? Only checking?
Yeah, no equity. And then
No
I'm sure.
equity?
Yeah, no equity. What equity do you have, Jack 3?
Jack.
Jack?
I have an over.
That's
It's
an out suck out though. But you see, oh,
I can
okay. So over
I can hit
betting,
the
no,
three, man.
over betting a lot, right? And then, so yeah,
Yeah.
if you're over betting, you actually want to check a lot back.
Mm.
And all of this has very little of.
So where? Oh, 10 deuce. Yeah, it's a 10. No, I cannot bluff with no equity.
No, not
Not really,
against
not really.
EP on those kind of scenarios.
Jam? No.
That's the number one rule, though. We need equity. It's also very difficult for me, though, to understand where you're coming from.
Hmm.
good hand.
No spades, so
Uh,
probably
we
no.
have a really nice hand here.
Yeah, we have a gut shot. We have direct overcard. This will bet, but
It's
the
gotta
question is how
be a
much.
bet.
Yeah, half pot or third. It's probably range bet, so half pot is more. Yeah,
Over
half pot or
bet.
85. No, it's half pot or 85.
Big pot, big. You gotta go big.
You got overbet actually. Pretty good.
Why do
Yeah.
you go so big
But
here?
these four liners, the overbets are insane to me.
It wasn't a four liner, was it?
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a four-liner.
Yeah, Louis, how much is this
Oh, it
cost?
wasn't
Like
actually. Oh, this was, yeah, this was.
I'm sorry?
this program, like this GTO Wizard, how much does it cost?
Though, after playing like $500 tournaments, you realize that there's actually solutions out there.
Yeah.
Well, we have an affiliate for it. This is about $100 a month.
A month? Oh
Yeah,
my God. That is one speed racer a month. No,
that's
man, that's
one
too
speed
much.
racer though. That's really affordable, right?
No,
So
man,
yeah,
I need my speed racers.
actually, let me show you. Like we have a link here. Yeah, right here. We have a discount code, 10%, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you're gonna make money off my purchase?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll go direct into the site without this link.
Then you'll do like everybody though.
Yeah.
Also, like we have like actually, you know what? If you want a cheaper solution, Peak GTO is
Oh, is this what Max Boys was using?
I don't think Max Bro is using Max Bro is using the Max Bro solver,
Oh,
which is worse than Flopzilla. So like a cheaper option, like a Peak, but yeah.
yeah.
Wizard is a kind of a different product because you can node lock, you can do AI, but for the price,
Yeah,
I
it's
think Peak is better. Like
yeah, it's
like
amazing.
it's like you can get it like one payment of $300, I think, for the year, so quarter of the price.
Third, right? Here? Third or
Yeah.
yeah, third or
Yeah, third seems fine.
third or half.
Interesting board.
Because of the three spades, like you can go half
Actually,
maybe? Because you have a lot of value from one spade's end, so you go third or half, I think.
I would
so
say very locked up, like very like monotone, straight. So we can't use the big size. My guess is that it's maybe 20%, maybe 33.
Third or half.
Got it.
Mm.
We need to be cautious when this is happening. The king of spades. Check.
Check.
Ha! This
Oh,
is
you need to bet one with
Yeah,
range.
one.
Makes sense.
That's so.
Makes sense because he can't raise this unless he has the X spade.
Nah, you can raise still.
Max Bro can raise, but the machine cannot.
Man, like queen
Yeah,
of
the que-
spades, like is not raising you after betting one. What do you mean?
Yeah, the
Even
queen of
jack of
spades is.
spades can range.
Would you call against the 8 under the river? against 8 big blinds. The last hand. Because
Oh,
when we check the bet 8,
I would say it depends on who you're playing against.
yeah.
If you're playing against a guy from Poland, I don't know if you should call or not. Probably not.
Don't call against Polish guys. They're just neat.
But
We have a
if you're playing against somebody who's like from South America, who's typing vamos in the chat, he's like, Opa, vamos, and then calling every 3 hands, probably need to call.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, that's fair.
Don't call against British guys as well.
But if
Yeah.
you see like Israel flag, maybe overfolding is not optimal. Oh, if you see an American flag, you just can't fold. You can't fold. Any Americans in here? Of course.
Yeah, I am.
One. We got one. Yeah. So stop drawing.
Wait, it's a mistake. I'm trying to get out of this.
So I guess small size on those flush on those monotones, right? Don't really
Mm-hmm.
get that big, even smaller than that. Tell you what, I'm wrong. We get to
Wow.
overbet
Why
most
is
of
it
the
bigger?
Overbet.
Why is it
What is
bigger in this
doing?
one? Is it
What is
because you
doing?
have a spade?
Go all in. I don't know, man. That's fucked up.
So I'm guessing, okay, it has to do with the nature of our hand, but also with the fact that the ace of spade is out there in the wild. And if the ace of spade was on the board, I'm guessing it would be slightly different. Huh.
Wow.
Still,
You're
we would
correct.
do it. We would do it. So,
Just
yeah.
not in the way you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on
Maybe because
A7-5, we have a lot less bluffs we can use.
Half pot.
We
I
bet
want to bet
this. Okay,
55.
so second pair, right? Second pair.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, 55 is okay.
So I guess we could add that on dry board, second pair.
1.5. I think block bets
Is
is good.
this also true for first pair?
The bet's bigger, I think.
I'm in the impression that top pair
Half,
got 85%.
Was it
Okay.
half
checking at
pot.
all?
No, I think 1.5.
Like here,
Right?
your eight, let's see, on the turn, your eight in my book would go 85%, especially your best eight.
Yeah, and then you get fucked in the next card.
Your best
That's
eights
how they go.
are sizing up, even over betting some portions. Definitely going 85%.
Oh my god, you bet your fucking ranger. 86%.
Yeah, it's a spot where, as we said somewhere here, straight complete.
And-
You
And
go
bottom pair's
range.
going for the 20. It's like pretty easy. Like, is it like this, really? 83% for top, 55 for middle, mostly, and
Yeah.
2. Yeah. Okay.
That's good. Also, it's a range bet.
Yeah, I mean, it's also mixing, sure, but that's a good rule if you want to remember it. So you know, okay, that could be a sizing I can use here.
So for example, you take the king 3 suited for like that has no equity, and you bet with it like only with the spade, right?
Spade would be
No,
frequency.
but
With
Heart.
spades has a flush draw.
so you even bet ends with no equity, like 10-3, for example.
Yeah, when the turn is that good for us, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but you can see those actually check a decent amount still. Like the hands without the equity. The king three, king deuce as well. Queen three, these hands.
Like the solver likes to check the king queens. Like you
Yeah.
notice that,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Some
especially those like king queens,
The
especially.
best king eye is often checking. And
I think
nine-seven,
now
ace
block
river, pretty bad.
block.
No, no, no.
Oh
The ace
really?
is the
Oh,
ace is the
really?
worst
Oh, I
card.
mean ace, right?
Yeah, but if it like he's gonna bet like big, you just gotta fold, no?
Yeah, very easily. It's under the gun though. The ace comes, he has ace king. GG.
Hmm.
The dude.
So
Right?
are you betting on like a queen you're gonna block or on a king?
Yeah,
Okay.
especially on a jack. Because he holds the
Okay,
jack
so
when we throw turn. This is a gotcha.
that's a range bet board, right? We are range betting here basically.
Yeah, so smaller.
This is an open
I don't
ended, by the
know.
way.
Do we do
Like
it
a
with
was.
draws?
I would.
It's
Uh,
a double
What?
gutter.
We'll have
Yeah, it's
a
double gutter.
gotcha. It's a
A du-
double one. I don't
Ah,
see. I only saw the 7 one because the 4 doesn't count in my head.
half what I see. Half
Bottom
what.
straight, and it's like a deadly hand, man. I don't play that stuff.
okay, is there a reason to bet smaller just because we want to keep more hands in?
No, it's because
Uh,
you're rangy, and when you're rangy, you can't go big. You want
I mean,
the more hands you bet, the smaller your sizing is. I'm guessing.
yeah,
Oh, look
yeah,
at
but
that! Never.
top pair would bet 88 or something,
This
as
is the
we
blaster
mentioned,
spot.
right?
You gotta blast.
Hmm.
Where do we blast? Do
Yeah.
we blast because of like 7 can be straight draw and 6 can be straight draw here? Even though like under the gun doesn't have any.
I feel
Or
like it's a bit of
minimum.
a rangy spot, right? You only check 20%, bet most of the
I
time,
think
and then
so the thing is you go smaller with your tiny value and with the less equity draws. You go smaller or no equity even draws. Like no equity ends, you go smaller.
Yeah, Queen
And
7.
tiny value, no equity or less equity, you go small, and the larger equity and more value, like 9x and even 8x, you go larger.
Yeah,
yeah,
if you compare Queen 7 here with Jack 7, that's a big difference. Queen 7 is betting small, Jack 7 is going very big.
all right, I'm done with this. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, Lou.
Cheers.
If you're watching on
Thank you.
YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, show your mother, invite your cousin to watch with it. Make a watch party on Sunday after the games and everything. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and I will see you guys around.
See you.
Bye bye, Louis. Thank you.